What's cracking, guys? It's JamieEHILLS and I'm bringing you some Battlefield Bad Company 2 gameplay. Now this is a game of Rush. It's on the map Laguna Presa and I'm running with my classic Rush setup, which is the AM94 with lightweight and body armor. So before I get into that, I'm just going to talk about this first flank that we've taken. Me and my squad mates have jumped in the patrol boat and we circled around the right side of this island where A and B is set. Now where we've just jumped off is an area where you're going to firstly go out of bounds before you get into the inbound area. So not many people will use this flank because as soon as they tend to get out of bounds, they pretty much will back away. But if you keep going through the out of bounds area, park your boat there, you will be able to run into the inbound area within the 10 seconds, and you'll be able to get A planted pretty damn quickly behind the enemy's back without them even realizing. So this is one of the reasons I've used lightweight, and it allows you to run to these objectives as fast as possible and get them planted. Now the quicker you get these bombs planted, the more pressure it puts on the enemy, and once under pressure they are going to make performance mistakes, which is better for you. And it's also going to create doubt in their defensive systems immediately. So with doubt in their minds and pressure, they're going to be performing pretty badly, and they're going to be making mistakes which you can exploit to your advantage. So I use body armor mainly because when planting these bombs, you're going to want to be able to take as many hits as possible, because a split second, a few milliseconds can make the difference between you planting a bomb and you getting killed, as well as defending the bomb. Like, there is a time limit for the alarm to go off and before the bomb blows up. So the more time you have alive to defend the bomb, the more chance your teammates can spawn on you and you can better defend the area. So for this second set of A and B objectives, I like to take the left side flank. You keep along the left of the cliff and it'll pretty much lead you straight to A. Most of the enemy will still be in the transition between the first set of A and B that they've just defended to this next set. So they're going to be dealing with the other teammates on your squad, and the ones that aren't using tactical flanks and are more going a head-on feel, a head-on tactic. So once planted, I like to get into this back corner. No one will really spawn behind me, so it's a nice safe place to see anyone who's running towards a bomb to try and defuse it. Now I was a bit hesitant about uploading this gameplay, and the reason why is the whole game of Rush. This is a full game that you're going to be seeing. It goes for about 9 minutes, and the whole time I only get 5 kills and 4 deaths, and I managed to plant and destroy 5 MCOM stations myself. So for an objective based game, that is pretty impressive, and this just proves that you can run through Battlefield Bad Company 2 Rush with the right tactics, and you can avoid most enemy interactions and get the game over pretty quickly, because winning is more important than getting any amount of kills or any amount of deaths in this game. So as you can see, the set's already been planted and destroyed, and we're on to the next set. I did briefly cut out a little transition where I was providing some teammates with ammo and stuff just to clear that up. You can see the tickets is still on 74. So pretty much straight away I've run up this hill and I've gone to B. Now I like to get B first, pretty much because there is usually a tank in this area for the enemy, and most of the time they will be hammering down on B. They will destroy this building walls, and once this building is destroyed and B is in an open space, it's going to be very difficult for you and your team to capture it. So I like to get the difficult objective out of the way first. So pretty much taking the remaining objective, in this case it's A, is pretty simple. You will destroy the MG that is pointing towards A, and once that MG is destroyed, it's pretty much a piece of cake. And as you can see, my fellow teammates have already taken that out for us in a matter of seconds. So here I've just cut out a little transition. You'll see we're still on 72 tickets, as you've missed nothing really. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to take a really big tactical flank. I go all the way around the back of the map through their spawn towards B, ignoring A, because you'll see most of the teammates on your team will actually go for A, as it's easiest to get. So I'm trying to go all the way around to B, And think of the last set of A and B objectives that we've just captured and this set of A and B objectives. The part in the middle is kind of like the stream, and most of the enemies will still be in this stream, and the ones who have died will be spawning on the ones who are still alive. So there's going to be minimal people spawning in the actual back of their spawn as soon as the set of A and B is being captured. So it's a good idea to go around the back and capture B first, but as you can see I failed, as there was a teammate who was focusing on C4ing the objective for a few extra points rather than actually defending me plant the bomb. So I thought I'd just take a more front-on approach for capturing B, as A has already been destroyed, and I'm thinking that most of the enemy are going to be already spawning in the back of their spawn, so there's no point of running all the way around to actually get to B when I'd probably end up most likely getting killed. So I've taken a more front-on approach and managed to get the plant. And of course I run away from it and try and get a nice little area at the back where I can look over anyone who's coming to get the defuse. So I actually had some teammates who weren't on my squad who are actually focusing a lot on C4ing the objective. As you can see, we had a recon player here who was focusing on C4ing the objective just to get an extra few points. And I really don't recommend doing that. The extra few points you get really ruins the game for everyone. You know, I'm actually making an effort to tactically plant these bombs and give the enemy a chance to defuse it. It's playing fairly and having a mutual respect for your opposing team. It's just good gaming etiquette. Putting multiple C4s on this bomb and blowing it up straight away kind of ruins the game for Rush and makes defending boring. So if you want to have an overall enjoyable experience playing this game and the game of Rush, you're going to want to just play respectfully and play the game how it's supposed to be played. So moving on to the next set of A and B objectives, which is actually the last. B's by far the hardest to get. You've got some heavy MGs pointing pretty much down on B. It's in a very open area, so what I like to do is, of course, I'd like to get this first. I like to take them by surprise. I've taken the right side flank, gone all the way around the back, and I've set the charge on Bravo. Now most of the time you'll see your your teammates will go for A. It's just a general thing where the people who play Battlefield Bad Company 2 in unorganized squads, they will tend to go for the most easiest and front objective first. So here this guy could have easily taken the plant, but instead he's spending his time on C4ing the objective, and he's allowed me to quickly run in and charge a set on Bravo. So this gameplay is actually coming to an end. I hope you guys have enjoyed my more tactical approach to the game rather than just running in there and getting the MCOM stations planted. And I hope you've enjoyed a more tips and tactics type of commentary. So if you have, please make sure you rate it and yeah, with a thumbs up, and comment your thoughts and feedback. And I've made a Twitter account pretty recently, so if you guys have Twitter, be sure to follow me. It's just JamieEHILLS, and there you'll find me talking about gaming news and everyday life. So yeah, check that out, and check out the links in the description below to the other Rambo rushing rushes. Peace.